Welcome. We're here at Adobe Summit. I have Andy Kauffman here, VP of Digital Marketing for Marriott. Welcome,
Thank
Andy.
you. Thanks. It's great to be here.
It is great to
Always
be
great
here.
to be at Summit.
Perfect. Obviously Marriott is a fantastic brand
Thank you.
that has done experiences well over the years. Help us understand what are the main challenges that Marriott's faced in delivering good experiences for their customers.
Well, I wouldn't say it's a challenge. It's more the opportunity and the credibility that we have in this space, which is we've been doing this for years. We've been doing it through one-on-one conversations with our associates. Right, we're a 90-year-old hospitality company whose charge is to deliver great service. We have a spirit to serve that's innate in who our company is. And now, through this experience age, through digital experiences, we're taking that to a whole new level and engaging on customers with our guests on a global scale that's never before been possible. So, if you think about opportunity more than challenge, I'd say it's getting it right and making it magical so it doesn't seem intrusive. I think that's really where we think the magic comes together.
That's awesome. That's awesome. In the digital era, how does technology kind of empower and help kind of facilitate that experience that Marriott provides its customers?
Yeah, I think the first thing it does is it lets us be present where our guests are versus getting them to come to us. Whether that's on our website, whether that's through our more than 11 million members that use our mobile app every month, or it's through Facebook or other forms of digital media. We want to be where they are and then engage them to interact with us directly. And in that regard, it's kind of changed the service model. If you think back to years ago, before the digital age,
Yeah.
people had to walk into the hotel for that experience to start.
Mm-hmm.
Now those experiences start well before they come into our hotel. It may start when they interact with us on our website. It may start after they've made a booking and they check in with our mobile app, or it may start when they're using some of our mobile guest services. All in all, our job now is to enable the journey for that guest to be seamless all the way through that experience.
That's awesome. How do you foresee digital kind of transforming and changing that experience in the future as we kind of move towards the future?
Yeah, digital is transforming virtually every aspect of the business.
Yeah.
The phrase people like to use nowadays is digital disruption. I like to think of it more as digital enablement.
Yeah.
Right? Yes, it's disrupting aspects of our business, but enabling us to connect with our guests in ways that never before were possible. So partners like Adobe, for example, as you know, we're a pretty extensive partner. It's great to be here at Summit.
Yeah.
And tools like Audience Manager, which enable us to understand real-time behaviors that our guests are doing, whether it's through our app, in paid media, when they walk into our hotels, or on our websites. And then through that, we glean insights and respond back to them with a very, very relevant message.
Yeah.
Now I say message, a lot of people are like, well, didn't you mean offer? And to us, it's not about offers, it's not about marketing, it's about a good service experience that blends marketing and service together.
Yeah, it's all about the relationship,
It's
right?
the relationship, right? Back to that spirit to serve. If we're serving the right thing to you in that right moment, right time, right context, right, it's almost become cliche at this point,
Yeah.
then the commercial value that we as a company can glean from that will naturally take care of itself. Our founder has a very famous quote, and it's a pretty simple philosophy, but a powerful one that has guided the essence of our company, really our culture. And that is, if you take care of your associates, they'll take care of your guests. If your guests are happy, they'll come back again. If you come back again, you'll make more money as a company, and the cycle will continue. And so with digital and technology, we've extended that philosophy into new devices in using data to understand what our guests like and dislike, and then serve back to them the most appropriate thing so that they're happy and come back again and again.
Yeah. So, a major theme at this year's summit is the experience business.
Yes.
How do you become an experience business, right? And before we actually came onto stage here, we were talking about the challenges that come with making that transformation to become an experience business.
Yes.
And you had mentioned, there's the technology, the people, and the process. Kind of talk to the fact that, where are the major challenges in those kind of buckets?
Yeah, there's a really big change management movement going on. Yeah. And that's not a point in time. That's not a single department. That's not, just, change 3 people's jobs and you're fine. It's a movement that's changing. And that movement is certainly coming from the technology enablement. And what we found is we were early adopters of some of the technology, whether it's orchestration that is now orchestrating journeys across channels, or it's dozens and dozens of multivariate tests on any given day, or it's a fundamental shift in going to market with customer centricity. That's a big, all 3 of those are very big changes for a company of our size. Large companies don't always turn that quickly. Yeah. I'm excited to say, I think actually for a company our size, we're changing very quickly. And it's because we are not only embracing the technology, but we're embracing the organizational change and the operating model change. So let me give you a few examples.
Yeah.
First, we talk about it frequently as we're shifting from a world where you're managing individual channels or siloed campaigns that go into market and have a start and stop to them, right? The traditional way of marketing, into an always-on model with the customer at the center, where we're delivering the right message based off of what we can understand from their intent in real time.
Yeah.
The way you operate that model isn't by having a single team focused on .com, a single team focused on the mobile app, a single team focused on paid media. Yep. Rather, you start orchestrating for the customer, have the decisioning to determine what the right message is, yep, and then push that out in a highly contextual way the next time you see that guest. And that could be on the website, that could be in a display ad, that could be in paid search, that could be on the mobile app when a beacon triggers that and they walk in, when they walk into property. All of that is what I like to call our marketing ecosystem.
Yeah.
And I know ecosystem is sometimes an overused word. Yep. I think it really applies here because it's bringing different technologies, different operating models, different people together, all centered around a customer journey.
Yeah.
And that's a big, big change for companies.
That is. What are the biggest trends that you're seeing kind of in your space around ensuring that you're able to deliver good experiences to customers? What are those trends?
Yeah, the trend, I'll give you a few. The first one starts with, if you as a company don't do this, then I'd say stop.
Yeah.
And that's getting alignment around what you're trying to accomplish. And that seems so simple. But you work with a lot of companies. Adobe's a big company. Marriott's a big company. We've seen it in big companies where individual department goals sometimes don't gel together. So you want to first have common goals and a consistent way to measure success, right? We like to call them KPIs or key performance indicators. And then I'd say the second piece is that operating model enablement. And you need a series of executive champions to say, we're going to get uncomfortable at times. We are going to change because looking in the rearview mirror at how we have been doing things while we've been successful isn't going to enable us to really capture the market going forward. Yeah. And then I'd say the third trend that we talk about internally is don't look too insularly. Take an outside-in view to our work. And you're going to get inspiration from the outside world, whether that's different industries, whether that's other locales around the world. Right? This is not a model where the hospitality industry in the US is defining the model for the world. There's different pieces around the world that we like to pick and choose and say, that's the right combination.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Andy. We really appreciate you joining us here in the think tank and at Adobe Summit. And stay tuned, we'll be having more interviews over the next little while. So thank you.
Thank you.